I caught it. It's been happening all the way through it. Yeah, that time for 13 seconds. I'm gonna record it every time it happens because there's some days when it doesn't happen and there's some others where it does. Yeah, this has become a bit slippery. I keep the camera on standby and then I try to catch it, but by the time I pick up the camera to record it, it's either started again and I missed it. But anyway, I'll find a way of catching it. Yeah, so the same mysterious things happening. Yeah, one thing I have to add, when you're feeling happy and you're lulled into a false sense of security, that's also, most of the time, it's aroused. Yeah, they want you to let your guard down so that they can victimize you. There's always people who stay off the conversation. Yeah, remember I told you about the two different conversations you look at when you look at an individual. There's the observer conversation when you're both talking about the same thing. So you both have in your head the same conversation. That's one observer that manifests as a composite. Then there's people who are looking at that conversation and seeing both of you as an observed conversation. Those are people who sit off the observer conversation. These people are the ones who will be looking for transitional errors in you. Now, when you're all happy and you feel as if, the world is your oyster, then they know that you've let your guard down because you're feeling happy. Yeah. It's very hard to associate determination with happiness. Yeah. But determination normally goes hand in hand with anger, but it seldom does with happiness. So when people see you happy, they will start to frequent your body. Yeah. And that's when you pick up bad habit. Yeah. And that's when you start to feel little pains. But because you're happy, you won't feel this until way after. So I've been in a happy mood, and it's very hard to be determined to complete my meditation when I'm happy, but I've managed to. Yeah. I think you're seeing too much of my shit. Yeah. So but I've managed to catch it. Yeah. Because I just carried on meditating, and somehow managed to get determination, and I'm coming towards the end of my meditation. Yeah, but I managed to catch something, so this one will go down on record as something I caught during my trials, my meditation trials. I ran it to the end of the meditation and see what happens. Some little niggling pains had started to develop, but because I persisted and I kept going through it, I kept concentrating on finishing the meditation, they start to dissipate. The pains do not become, if you look at weighing functions, yeah, the pains do not have that much weight in my awareness, yeah, and eventually they dissipate. Yeah, so this is the life is a trick, consciousness is a trick. So if you call it a trick, this is a trick you must never figure out because it works, and I don't know why it works. All I know is it works. But like the double slit experiment, when you look at it to find out how it works, you disturb it and you ruin the way it works. Some things you're gonna have to accept that for them to work, you do not need to know how they work. And this is one of those things. I don't know why it works. I just know that it does, and because it works, I'm just gonna keep doing that. Yeah. And this is the first time I've reached November for quite a while without having a cold. This morning I recorded a video, but you know that cold you get when you just woke up in the morning and it just goes away after 5 minutes. I made that video, well, after like half an hour. I made that video very early in the morning, just after waking up. So I sounded all muffled up, but as you can hear, it's all cleared up. So this is the first time I've gone to November without having a serious nasal congestion or cold incident or even flu. So my meditation I've been doing all year round. This is the first time I've actually taken it seriously and done it all year round. Yeah, and I'm clear. I'll obviously, and I'm also keeping myself warm. So but the beast is there from the east. So we hope so. December, if I don't mind, but I'm not gonna get it. If I get it, I'm gonna fight it off, and it's not gonna be as worse as it would have been if I didn't fight it off. All I know is that this meditation is working for me, and that's all I need to know. Basically, you try everything that works, and whatever works, don't question why it works. Just keep doing it. As long as you're not doing anything that goes against your morality, it's all right. That's it.